back to Intuition Class. My name is Ancient. Let's watch this video and raise our vibrations.
Intuition is your form of recognizing, I've just had a hit. I'm getting information. Here's what is true. You won't become clearly intuitive if you don't have the capacity or the courage to follow your small intuitive hits. If you can't follow that, you sure aren't going to get a big one.
How do you know when it's truly intuition and not wishful thinking or not, imagination?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Because intuition makes you feel uncomfortable.
You see, the next thing about intuition. Intuition is like a muscle. You have to keep on using it, and the more you use it, the more it gets stronger, the more you identify yourself with it when it's actually happening.
Fantasy doesn't.
Okay. Oh, wow. Now you got to say that again. Intuition makes you feel uncomfortable.
Fantasy doesn't. It's that kind of funky feeling. And somehow or other, with clear intuition, comes a package of courage that you don't get with fantasy. It's like a little battery that gets plugged into your solar plexus, gets plugged into your gut. And it begins to boom, 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 throb constantly. It's relentless. And it gets louder at night. You can count on it. Intuition becomes absolutely obnoxious at night. All right? Until you start doing something about it. And when you start following it, then you begin to experience the phenomenon of synchronicity. Whereas,
that is correct. When you start to follow your intuition, then things start to synchronize around you. You start noticing patterns as well. You start seeing angel numbers, 444, 777, 1010, 1111, all of these things. And then when you look up these numbers to see what you were doing or thinking whilst you saw these numbers, see how it aligns. Intuition is like an internal guiding compass set by you, for you, to help you.
if it's a manufactured fantasy, you don't get that kind of help. You absolutely don't get that kind of help.
You get closed doors.
Yeah, you get closed doors, or, yeah, people are reminded to forgive and let go. You know, when people are holding on to grudges or can't think kindly of somebody, think of how many times you're reminded, will you get on with it and let this go? Now, what intuition generally does is it's a form of guidance for tomorrow and for today, to make the right choices today so that your tomorrow plays out the way it should. You can't get a clear intuitive hit because you're unable to act on it. You enter fog. You enter chaos. And it's a healing chaos. It's a protective chaos because you're not able to move forward anyway until you let go of the past. So all your intuition will be telling you is, let go of the past, because without doing that, I cannot give you a clear choice about tomorrow because you don't have the energy nor the focus to act on it. When you get an
instinct and intuition are not the same, and learning to honor the difference can be a life-changing or life-saving advancement. Instinct or gut intuition is housed in the solar plexus, the energy center which rules metabolism, the stomach, the liver, peripheral nervous system, parts of the immune system, and the muscles. Inner voice intuition is ruled by the third eye, the energy center responsible for the brain, the eyes, the spinal cord, and the central nervous system. In terms of our psychic ability, the solar plexus rules clairsentience, our ability to feel emotions or energy, either our own or that of others. The psychic ability of the third eye is clairvoyance, the ability to see the future or energy, auras, dreams, and to hear the inner voice. Therefore, gut instinct is particularly concerned with the physical body and physical safety, whereas the third eye is particularly concerned with the safety and the proliferation of the spirit. Feeling the need to run before having any logical understanding of what's wrong is gut instinct. Having a dream about the house that you are meant to live in is third eye intuition. Hearing a little voice whisper, "He's not the one," is the third eye. Walking into a space and feeling a cold chill down your back, so startling that you must leave, that is your gut. Often these two intuitive centers can work together, the third eye providing a premonition while the gut instinct supports in real time what you knew was right for you. As always, with any psychic ability, if you don't use it, you lose it. So listen to your body, listen to your third eye, and listen to your gut so that they keep talking to you and keep protecting you.
Okay, everyone, let me know what you think about what she said between instincts and intuition. Leave your comments down below.
You've been told that your intuition is going to speak to you in clear, direct messages, or maybe you're going to see this amazing vision and you'll know what the truth is. First off, lie detector test says that's a lie, and that's probably why you think your psychic gifts are not working. See, the language of your intuition is more symbolic than literal. Let me explain. Let's say, for example, you're at work and you're looking at your work email and you see you have a meeting with Sarah in 10 minutes. When you see Sarah's name, all of a sudden a picture of a snake pops up, but it only lasts half a second. Immediately your mind wants to dismiss it. Why? Because why are you thinking of a snake? That's weird. That's illogical. It doesn't make sense. So it's ignored. But the thing is, that snake, it's not saying you're getting a literal snake. It's symbolic. It might be saying that Sarah's betraying you. They're going to do something in that meeting. It's a little coded message. That is the language of the intuition. Sometimes you might get little yeses, little nos, little feelings, little images, but it's all about your interpretation. See, it's doing its job. It's giving you the messages. The hard part is interpreting and being present and in the moment to actually pay attention enough and figure out what these things mean. So sometimes.
And next one is your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. In the dreams, you normally have beings that come to you. They may come to you in people you're more familiar with, or you're not even familiar with them. And then they will show you something about someone who could potentially be very close to you, that you hold in high regard. You've got a lot of love for them. But then you see the spirits in the dream world, they're showing them doing devious things to you, and you're like, nah. Your ego is like, nah, they would never. In your wake life, you're like, nah. And then lo and behold, time has passed. It's the same thing that they were showing you in the dream.
Keep a journal. Write down when random things pop in your head and write down what happened around it. Sometimes you have to figure out why they popped up, because these messages are specially coded for you. Because someone might think of an ocean and think paradise, but you might think of an ocean and think about the time you almost drowned, and that's a danger sign. Remember, it's going to be coded to you. These are your messages.
Leave your messages. Leave your comments talking about messages. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think as well.
When you've been given the gift of knowing something that you weren't supposed to know, 9 times out of 10, the last thing that you should do is confront the person or the people that were trying to keep you in the dark. The gift of knowing is protection. And you'll know you have the gift of knowing when, one, without you even trying, and maybe you weren't even suspicious at all, but some way, somehow, you'll just happen to come across evidence by accident. 2, you'll have a dream about it, and you'll have a very, very strong feeling about this dream. 3 is someone will feel prompted to come to you and reveal the truth to you. And this person could be random. It could be your friend, it could be a stranger, or they could even be friends with the person or the people who were trying to keep you in the dark. 4 is you just know. You just feel it in your fucking body. You don't know how, but you just know. And 5, this one's...
When she mentioned dreams earlier, always check out reoccurring dreams. The same thing happening over and over, or the same person, whatever is reoccurring in the dreams, always look it up to see what the meaning is. Always look it up what the meaning is about the recurring dreams.
more subtle, but you'll just happen to see or witness something that you weren't supposed to. For example, let's say that you're with a group of people and you're facing this way. Something just makes you want to turn this way. You'll just happen to see either a body language or a micro expression, or you'll see like two people having like communicating to each other, and you just witness something that you weren't supposed to see. It's hard to explain, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. The reason I'm talking about this is most people who have this gift, oftentimes they misuse it. You knowing something is for you to know and you only, 9 times out of 10. When you take what you know and you take it up with that person or those people, you're putting yourself in a battlefield. Here's what you need to understand. When you come to someone and you let them know that you've uncovered something that you were never supposed to find out, they feel exposed. And this exposure feels like an attack for them.
Exactly. And then they will go in defense mode. Potentially, they might deny it as well. They might deny everything and make you look like the fool. But deep down inside, they're like, what the hell just happened?
And they're going to have their defenses up and they're going to take
See?
up arms against you. Even if you're coming from a good place, you've come to them with what you know because you want to ask questions, you're curious, you want to get things straight. That type of exposure is threatening. You have now threatened their control over you. You've threatened their control over the narrative. And you've threatened their control over how they're perceived. 9 times out of 10, instead of just taking accountability and just admitting it, they will attack you instead. They will flip the script and now make you seem like the aggressor because
Yep.
you're making them seem like someone that they're not. They will gaslight the shit out of you, and they will work hard to discredit you. Because here's
Yep.
the thing, they were doing something shady and they were trying to be deceptive. You finding out means you see them for what they are, or you see them for what they're doing, and they don't like that you see it.
You see them for what they are and for not what you want them to be. Pay attention.
So now they got to discredit you. Now they're going to turn around and reach out to your guys' mutuals. And they're going to come up with some type of narrative that makes you seem crazy, that makes you seem problematic, dramatic, chaotic, all the autics. This gift is protection. It's not always meant to be weaponized. This is where people with this gift oftentimes struggle because as soon as you know something, you rush to expose or you rush to clap back at somebody. A lot of times, this is not how you use this gift. You use this gift to see where you need to set up boundaries and protection. You use it to now realign yourself. If you were putting too much trust in these people or you were aligned with certain people, now this is for you to slowly break away from them and start aligning yourself with other people or somewhere else. This gift is meant to show you when you're investing in the wrong things or in the wrong people. When you have this gift, it takes a lot of responsibility and it takes a lot of self-control.
Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let's move on to the next video.
You know what's not helpful when you're trying to figure out how to trust your intuition and somebody says just trust your gut? No fucking shit. Wish I would have thought of that. Let me teach y'all how to actually trust your gut. The only thing that stands in the way of you trusting your intuition every time is your ego. Imagine you're in a group of 3. You, your intuition, and your ego. Your intuition is the friend that always wants to try new things and have new experiences. You are the friend that's unsure which direction you want to go, and your ego is the friend that's always telling you that everything new you want to do is dangerous and you should avoid it. Your ego will always keep you going in a loop and repeating the same patterns, which will get you the same outcomes.
The ego will keep you in the past. It's a tool that's designed to keep you safe. Some people say death to the ego, but no, you wouldn't have been given it if it wasn't there for a specific purpose. Your job is to learn how to control it and not to let it control you or manipulate you. The intuition is here. with a message to keep moving forward. It's here to bring you to your higher self.
Intuition will have you trying new things that seem kind of scary at first, so then you don't know if you should trust it. But the outcome of it brings evolution, a spiral, a constant growth pattern. You're going in different directions, so you're constantly growing. Something to understand about the ego is that it's not a bad friend. The ego has just been hurt lots of times, whether it has been in their childhood, while growing up, so on and so forth. Whatever it is, the ego has been hurt so badly that it has conformed to defense mechanisms to teach you how to protect yourself. The problem with the defense mechanisms that the ego uses is that they're outdated. So let's say that you want to quit your job and start a new business. Your ego will tell you that you shouldn't do that because of the risk factors, okay? It's going to list everything that you have programmed from childhood growing up to let you know why that's going to be a bad idea and you're inevitably going to fail. It's going to say things like, you won't make enough money to survive long term doing that. You're not good enough. There's so many people doing that same exact thing, okay? Those things are your ego talking. What your ego will do is it will always tell you why you shouldn't try something new. That's the key word. Why you always shouldn't try something new and why you should repeat an old habit or pattern to keep yourself safe instead. So if it's a self-sabotaging voice, if it is telling you to avoid going towards the new direction, that is your ego speaking, not your intuition. Your soul craves growth at all costs, so you are always needing to listen to your intuition. Your intuition will never lead you into danger or failure. Your intuition is always leading you towards the path of least resistance to get to the path you want to be on as fast as possible. So if your dream life is to become like a multimillionaire, then your intuition is going to start suggesting that you do different things and new things than you're already doing. You can't do the same things that are keeping you in this loop. You have to do something new so that you can get a new outcome. Same input, same output. Different input, different output. Understand? Or outcome, not output. So the intuition will lead you to take risks that seem scary to get a new and a better outcome. It's always leading you towards the path you're meant.
Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think.